How's it going? I just wanted to talk about swapping out your out of box G40 infantry with 1 to 72 scale or 1 to 76 scale 20 millimeter plastic infantry. I know it can be very daunting for people to know what sets are good, so I thought I'd just show some of the sets that I used. I'm long time relationship with 1 to 72 plastic figurines. Used to collect them when I was a kid. We used to make up our own war games. Me and my cousin, we'd spend our pocket money and party money. We'd be always buying these little soldiers. We used to call them toddlers, and make up our own rules and play in the back garden all summer long. So it's like 40 years experience I have with this kind of stuff. Back then there was really only Matchbox, which don't exist anymore, and Airfix, and I wouldn't really recommend Airfix now. The molds are very old, most of them anyway. There's a few of the newer sets are good. The Anzac set's good, and the Gorka set is good, but they're late in the production of Airfix kits. The molds are very old. They're from the late 50s, early 60s, most of them. So, it's the molding has come a long way since way back then in its infancy. There's a few of the sets. One set that is good, an Airfix set that is good. I had a lot of these just because I'm a war gamer, so I buy a lot of these, for projects. Like I was doing a World War One project, which I never actually got around to. So I had lots of stuff left over, so I used World War One French for my French infantry. I also used a few of them for painting them up in a dark grey for the Romanians, just to add a little bit of flavour to the game. So that's them. This set is really good. It's Sebesta. This is from their kind of war game. They have their own kind of war game, kind of a hex-based game, and they have these miniatures. These are like Russian snipers. It's actually, I really love that scope of the female sniper. So I actually used her as a for one of the Mongolians. I read somewhere that the Mongolians had great female snipers, so I used one of those for the Mongolians. Also, this set is really good. I had these for my Irish Civil War game I was working on. I was converting them into anti-treaty Republicans for my Irish Civil War game. Yeah, painted up a few of these just to use them as French resistance. So if Paris ever gets liberated, to just add a bit of flavour, we can throw down some French resistance infantry. There's another kind of okay set. Well, actually, this is a really good set from Airfix. I do have a few good sets. I can't completely knock them. Yeah, these Africa Corps. I was using these for my World War II war games, so I had loads left over. So I thought I'd just use them as Africa Corps if Germany ever got big in Africa, which doesn't really happen that much. We can have a bit of flavour. We can use the Africa Corps infantry and have the old Italian sculpts from the original global game. Russians, Pegasus, really great company, really hard plastic, really great for Russian infantry. Really hard plastic, takes paint well. A little bit of gluing together. You have to do like the arms and stuff come separate, so it gives you more options for poses, and it actually makes the mold better because it's very hard to kind of undercut in a one-piece mold. More natural kind of look. These are actually a great set as well. These are miniatures, World War II Germans, camouflage cape. I use them mostly for my German infantry. Another great set that I was also converting for my Civil War games. So I had a few left over. So yes, Pegasus as well. These are based on Soviet propaganda posters, poses. Are really great poses of the guy stabbing and the guy swinging the rifle, and the guy with the flag. I used the guy with the flag in Moscow, and use a few of them for Russians. Really dynamic poses. Also another good company, Talari. These are World War II British infantry. Revel, really good. I use a lot of these Revel Soviet infantry. There's one there. Also used a few for the Mongolians. Some Mongolians use their Russian equipment generally. Revel, I don't think they manufacture these anymore. You might be able to pick them up in secondary market, maybe eBay or something. But really good set. I really love that sniper guy kind of leaning on the wall. It's a really great miniature. Also another good set. I was also using these to convert for my Irish Civil War game. Germans in Berlin, basically just like a folk storm and stuff. Really good set from Pegasus. Another really good set I use for a lot for the British 8th Army. Really good set from Talari. Probably one of the only Chinese infantry sets you can get. These are miniatures. Is actually a Chinese company, so they do a lot of Chinese related stuff. These are World War II Chinese infantry. Really great set. A lot of details. Got guys with swords and stuff, and they use some of them have the German helmets because the Chinese army were supplied by Germany, believe it or not, before the war. Really good set as well. Talari, these American infantry. Some really great poses. The guys with flamethrowers, guys with bazookas and stuff. Really good set for American infantry. Really love this set as well from that Zvezda X-Base board game. These are Soviet ski troops. Used them for the Far East, a few of the Far East Soviets, and also used one for the Finnish infantry. Yeah, really nice set. Another good set, probably the only good Japanese infantry set on the market. Matchbox used to do a really good set, but Matchbox have been defunct for decades, so not really available anymore, and they were kind of a little bit smaller than 1:72, maybe 1:76 scale. All the Matchbox sets were kind of a little bit smaller. Matchbox also done an amazing Anzac set. Really good sets, but as I said, not really available anymore unless you want to pay 50 quid on eBay or something in the secondary market. Really great set. That's Japanese set. Really great poses and stuff. The guy with the flag, and there's like an officer with a sword and stuff. Where is it? Yeah, officer with the sword and pistol. Really good set, that one. So I don't want to knock any kind of particular manufacturers, but what I would advise is hat. Have some here. So hat, like the plastic is almost this kind of rubbery plastic. It doesn't take paint very well, especially for what we're doing in this block color kind of painting. If it's so soft, if it gets bent, it cracks the paint, and you'd be forever like repainting them. Yeah, that's it anyway. A great resource would be the Plastic Toy Soldier review website, where they have detailed reviews of different sets, detailed photographs. They tell you how good the mold is. They tell you what kind of plastic, whether it's soft or hard plastic the kind of medium to hard plastic would be the best for this kind of thing, to take this kind of block painting, rather than the soft plastic. As I said, the miniature bends, particularly at the ankles and at the weapons, at thin parts of the miniature. If they bend, their paint will start to flake and crack, which is really, I learned the hard way, it's really annoying. Yeah, that's it. Just thought I'd just make this video for a bit of fun, and maybe it might help somebody. Thank you.